Hi everyone. It's a beautiful day. Not exactly sitting on my couch, but trust me, I'm where I really want to be at this point in time. Happy holidays from me and mine to you guys. I've actually missed, it here. I've been away rather for a while, and trust me, I have a lot of things to talk about. But today is 30th years rounding up. And one thing that has really helped me, of course, this year is actually my association. I think friendship is actually something that's really, really underrated in today's world. Power of friendship is actually one thing that cannot be explained because you could be feeling down one time and you just call one of your guys, one of your friends, you crack one or two jokes and boom, you're okay. So to close out the year, we're going to have like a friendship episode, and I have two amazing people with me. I'm thinking of the best way to introduce them because I wish you could see the beauty I'm seeing. It's looking. I think I told one of them I need a sunscreen, to limit the beauty rays that's hitting my face. So we meet today Sharon and Ore. Hi Sharon.
Hi. Hi, Mr. Thank you very much.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Who's sitting next to you? Very shiny. Who they like? Who's next to you?
Ore.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi. Never done this before, but it's.
And just who's the first one? I think this is the perfect time to do this, don't you think so?
It is. I mean, why not?
Alright, so we'll just delve right into it. Yeah. So, how exactly did you guys become friends? Because, Sharon, I've been friends with Sharon for a while, and Sharon just has one name on her lips at every point in time. Ore. I just say nah. Ore for Lagos. Ore road. Lagos Ore road. So I finally got to meet the Ore today, and I'm like, no, I need to ask how did this happen? Like, how did you guys become friends? Anybody could go first, but
Sharon, go first. I never remember.
Actually, I don't think. Every time people ask me this question, I don't even have an answer for them, honestly, because I would not say we grew up together, but we had met, I think, 2010. Yeah, we had met 2010. Was it 20? I think it was even before 2010.
We had met.
Because I wasn't in secondary school at the time. I was in primary 6. Yeah, I remember. Because I knew that in children's church you sat in just one class, and I wasn't sitting in just one class as well. That's one vivid memory I have. At least I knew her then, at that point, but we weren't friends, right? So she was just this very small, cute girl that I liked at the time in church, and she had we had mutual friends.
On she liked to continue.
We had there was, I think, so 2 friends. And she used to, she just came into the mix, right? Because she wasn't always around. Every little holiday, she's never in the country. Every little holiday, she was never in the country. She was just in Nigeria for school, literally. So I think this was 2012. This is the only vivid memory we both have. 2012 December. And we were going to take a picture, I think. No, not even a picture. We were just standing. And she just referred to me as her bestie, and that was.
Oh, I remember. So what happened?
Just kicked her off.
So what happened was you were trying to call yourself. I don't know why you used to do that thing then, but you liked looking at what people saved your name as on other people's phones. And I had saved, I think, the night before, 2 nights before, because I liked her too.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Rolling my eyes.
It was best friendship at first sight.
I say best friendship at first sight.
I think at first for me it was because she had done that. I just felt it would really not be nice to not reciprocate the energy at the time. At the time.
So you were doing her a favor.
Hey.
Then, okay,
yes.
you're doing me, so you won't hold her feelings.
Yes,
then.
yes,
So she won't feel some kind of way.
Yeah. So that was what it was
feel
for me
some
first.
type of way.
Okay. So at first it was friendship out of pity.
Not pity.
Oh my God.
Of course, not pity.
Oh
But
my
like when I
God.
felt like I didn't expect it at first. So when I saw it, I was like, this girl that I really like an excuse for her to even then.
Because she was a really nice person, like then, and she was very she used to just carry me around. Like she's still very extroverted. The opposite, complete opposite. I really like that.
You're introverted.
Yes, I am.
I could take you out so you could be extroverted.
No. My social battery has a limit. Anyway,
I get power back.
But yeah, she was extroverted. Like she would go around church, talk to people, and she would just be like, she was the kind of person to carry me and introduce me to everyone. I mean, I'm just there like, introducing me to everyone. I don't want to be here. I just want to talk to you. But anyways, so this was one of the times I was just walking up and down, and she was introducing me to people, and then she carried my phone, called my name, so that I saved that it was this. And like, oh, I remember that moment. I was so happy.
Like I accept,
and then I don't know.
That was just how we kicked it off.
Started. I guess
it was
really becoming.
No honesty. It was actually, I think, because we talked about it when we were in Lagos, and that was when I realized that point, like, I'm if you know me, once you're my friend or once I take you in, I don't have a lot of friends. I know a lot of people. I'm very social, but I have just very few friends. My inner circle is really inner. Like, inner. It's too inside.
Oh.
It's very inside.
I get it.
So I have just very few people that I can say, are my friends. So once I take you in, I'm very protective. Possessive, I would literally say. Very territorial. I like to mark my boundaries. This is my clan, this is my pride, this is my circle, these are my friends. This is like, if I don't want you being friends with any of my friends, you won't be friends with any of my friends.
Okay.
So I'm that, I'm that possessive, I'm that, like, this is where I stand, and so God has just really helped me. Just that she has been the only person that has defied that norm, and it's so weird. People I don't like.
Let's not get into that. That's not what they asked.
But that's not the point.
What if she's simply in the account to protect your interests? I think about it that way. Or am I right? I mean, you are playing the role of a defender. But you don't
she doesn't think that way.
I don't think that's what it is.
I don't know why she doesn't think that way. Because it's when she mentioned this thing, and we're having a conversation. Like, here and there we'll have conversations about it, and I'm like, why don't you like that? So I feel like Sharon is the kind of person that, like, she doesn't like people easily.
Okay.
It's not my fault that you don't like people that I like. Is it my fault?
But then I tried, like, okay, so for one of them, I had, consciously tried my best. Like, I had to talk to myself and be like,
no, it's because recently I just told her.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I had to consciously, like,
be friends. I don't know. You have to be cordial. Because you can't come to my wedding and be acting like so distant people.
I think the only issue with that at the time was that I just felt like it threatened my position in her life at the time.
Okay.
A relationship with her?
No, not your relationship. Like your position, because I don't like to keep somebody as number one and then the person is keeping me as number one and a half.
Okay.
Or there are two people in number one, that kind of thing. So if I'm reserving a space for you, I deserve that same energy in your life. At least that's how I see it.
Okay.
And if every time I talk about it, you're telling me that we're on the same page, and it's like, it's just words and I'm not seeing like the actions, of course I would begin to feel a certain way. So I think it wasn't even just that I didn't like them. It was probably because I felt like their existence in her life threatened my position, right?
Okay.
So I think we had to have that talk. And I realized that was what it was. Okay. So it was easier to talk myself into accepting and then praying about it.
Okay, so how long did you spend together as friends before Ore left? How long have you guys been away from each other?
Okay, so we spent
2011.
Okay, 2011 years, 4 years together as friends. But that time, It was
off and
yeah, it was like
because we were both in school. Then phones weren't really that. I mean, Sharon always had a phone, but but like you guys always have. I think I always had a
yeah.
phone wasn't the way it is right.
Yeah.
So communication wasn't that much.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we were not working, so
exactly. So sometimes it's like our mom's phones. We'll just used to talk, and it was even hard.
Then we'll just see each other.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see each other in
church. Not every Sunday.
Yeah, because we're not in the same assembly.
So it was like maybe one in like maybe 2 or 3 months actually, because I would be in school, or sometimes when I'm back from midterm or so, she's not back, or stuff like that. Or when she's back she's traveling. So we hardly saw ourselves like that.
So if it was that difficult from the start, how did it blossom to this concrete best friendship?
Can only be God.
Honestly, I think that's what I was going to say. Because that's the only, like, every time I think about it, I mean, we could have fallen out.
Yeah.
We could have. Like, there were lots of things that would have, made us fall out. But I think one thing that kind of kept me glued to the friendship was I just, when you know that someone is supposed to be in your life, and, so it was with this friendship I had to let go of pride and ego. So there are times where, for me, like, I had to learn to be the bigger person. I always say it as Sharon.
So, Ore, are you the bigger person?
I'm always the bigger person.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, but there are times where she would be the bigger person. There are times where I would be the bigger person. So I think we've done a lot more of compromise in this friendship. A lot more sacrifices as well. A lot more. Like, we've had like lots of sacrifices because I've had to give up sleep. And if you know me,
no, sleep is not in your nature. Okay, it's in your nature.
If you know me, I like to sleep regardless of whatever I would sleep. But no, you would sleep, but you will not sleep early. So that's not on me. Don't put it on me, honey.
So it's like,
so yeah.
So this has been a long distance best friendship for a couple of years.
Yeah, more than 8 years actually.
More than 8 years. You've not seen yourself. So what has kept you guys going? What has been that driving force that has kept you guys together? Because the way some people see these things is that, okay, out of sight is out of mind. And there are people that are closer to you that that, okay, even for the next 10 years they'll still be in this town, they'll still be with you. So have you managed to say, okay, now it's Ore and we'll try to make this friendship work? So what has been the driving force? What has been your motivation? What has kept you guys together this long?
Or what do you think?
Honestly, I'll go back to God, because I would say that we just intentionally like started becoming like closer. When did we agree?
2020, yeah.
2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
And before then, it's not like we didn't used to talk and tell each other stuff, right? But it's just that we never really, like, we just did tell each other like surface level.
Yeah, surface level.
And it was very funny because we were best friends in quotes. I would just tell each other like, oh, how was your day? That type of thing. Obviously, we probably know things about each other that a random person will not know. But
we're not exactly open.
Exactly. And I'm the type of person that I don't talk about my feelings like that. So it was even harder for me because I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But in 2020, I don't even know, COVID, I guess, lockdown, everyone was bored. We just started talking, I think, a lot more often. And I don't know, I guess you just started opening up more, because I feel like if you didn't start opening up, I wouldn't open up, because I'm that kind of person. So I think she started opening up more, and I'm like, maybe I have to do the same. I have to do the same opening up thingy. And it was very weird for me at first, because again, we're very different. I don't know how we've actually cooked this long, because there are different ways that we just see things, not eye to eye, and it's very interesting. But I think it's just being very honest with each other, being open, and communicating on data.
Yeah.
Data has gone on her end. Data has gone on her end, I guess. And like, what else? Communication, being open. That's vulnerability. Right?
Yeah.
And being honest with each other, right? So even when people think we don't fight, right? But we do. Newsflash. Yeah, newsflash. Being honest with each other. From her, I learned how to handle conflict slightly better than I used to, because I used to be the kind of person that would be very like, you do something to me and I'll brush it. So me brushing it off is me thinking I don't care about it. Meanwhile, it's me just sweeping it under the rug. And then you just do something small and then I'll just flare up, right? And then she had to teach me that, like, you can't do things that way. If I do something to you, tell me. I don't know it. I don't know what it did to you, that type of thing, right? So just being honest with each other. I feel like that's really, I guess, kept us going. I don't know. Do you have anything else to add?
So I would say that, I always say that this friendship is proof that I can do marriage very well. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
As the interim husband.
Because this friendship has seen every learning curve any relationship can actually ever go through. And for me, out of sight is always out of mind. So how I've been able to keep this friendship is what I'm not exactly certain about, because I wasn't even the best of friends at the time. I wasn't even a good best friend, because then to be very honest, I did not think that she could handle me, like with the things
open yourself, show yourself.
I mean, like, I'm the one, let me say I'm the one, but like, I think I had more of a darker past, right? So I didn't think I was ready to open up as much like that to her. So I had, one or two other friends that knew me, like, they knew more. So it was like she was just like ceremonial head carrying the title, but there were others that were doing like the real background work with me. But then, like, I had like, okay, so I started talking to my friend. I'm like, Sharon, you cannot call this girl your best friend and she doesn't know. Because somebody like, did you tell her? I'm like, no. Why? I don't know. She gets. So I had to learn. Yes. So I felt like the whole judgment thing would have, because she then was like a goody two shoes at the time. So I wanted exactly.
What do you mean at the time?
At the time, dear, not anymore. So now it just felt like, so I had to just, I had to risk it, give it a shot. It could have just only been one thing. So you know what? Let me just try. Because I'm the kind of person that if I have a friend and I want to get close to the friend and I want the person to trust me, I think it's open up.
Yeah.
Because I know that when I don't want to ask you to open up first. So if I open up, I feel like that would even give you like, a safer room, a safer environment to open up and, talk and stuff. So so I think that's one thing. And like she said, vulnerability, I have had to. It's not one of my strongest, traits, honestly.
I see.
I like to act strong. I like to act tough. So I'm that hard girl, honestly. So having to be very open and bare with my feelings. I know how to express myself, but having to be very open all the time was where I had like issues. So I would literally just like to wait, when I'm not feeling it anymore, and I would just bring it up softly. But I had to learn that, you have to not also strike this thing when it's hot. What do they call that thing again? Iron when it's hot. Not like that, but just so that what I'm saying doesn't lose its essence. So just, okay, so this is it. I don't like what you did, you didn't like what I did. What can we do moving forward and, stuff like that. So, yeah.
Alright. So, what's your most memorable moments with Sharon so far in your friendship?
When? Is it before or?
In the whole duration of the friendship, what has been your most remarkable moment with her?
Good question. Probably has to be like church. I think so. I just enjoyed those days. I'm just young and we don't have any worries.
Actually, there are no bills to
We
pay.
don't have any worries. Like we just go and ask our parents for money and they'll give
Like-
us, and we just flex, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be like those. Like I can't remember the exact year. Can't remember the exact year. Maybe 2013 or 14. Maybe 14. I can't remember. But like I think I spent almost every day with you, if not every day with you. And we'll just walk around. She introduced me to people. She introduced me to like her. Anyways, we're not going to go into that.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there.
But yeah, she just introduced me to a lot of people, and then we'll just walk around and we'll hang out and stuff. So I think I really just enjoyed those moments because she's just spending time with her too and getting to know how much of an extrovert she was, right? So, obviously, I mean, this past month we spent together, so it's been really nice. We spent pretty much every day together. Only one day that I've not spent with her, she wanted to cry.
She cried.
It's like I can throw you away. I can honestly throw you away.
She would not allow me to hear the last of it. So, but anyway.
I went to use cold to wound her, but
She wanted to use cold to wound me. But anyways, yeah.
I see. So Sharon, what's your most
and I've been thinking since I can't lie.
every day is memorable or?
I mean, why not? I mean,
My most, I would say it has to be like our video call, cause I think we have even talked more on video calls that we did in this 1 month.
in my
Like this period that we've seen. Yeah. Cause I don't know, but
especially this year.
we really like
There was a point like every single day we were talking.
like a day would literally not pass without us. And then the talk is not just hi, Alpha, I want to just check on
like
you.
2 hours.
Like we went constantly. So I think it was after my mom's saga thing. I think so from May it became very constant. Yeah, like May, June. Yeah, June became very constant. So I would say, are you talking about in person or like generally?
Generally in person or?
In person, I would say Abuja. The first 2 days we spent together in Abuja was very memorable because like I won't even lie, I was fascinated. I was like, what? Is this girl in flesh?
And
Like,
I'm like, oh my god.
is this girl in flesh?
She really was fascinated.
Because I'm like, 8 years is a long time.
Had girl cried at the airport.
Yeah, but before she left Papa Court, she was nervous.
I hate that
I was-
God.
I was with her. I followed her to the airport that day. So I saw her, you know, he did like see them pound. Is it like chicken with the one king? So, what's one thing you would always want Ore to know? What's one thing you would always want her to remember? Yeah, before you came out, I was sharing something with her. Like, there may be times where you may want to reach her, and she may not be reachable. You may want to tell her things that you may not be able to tell her. But now that she's here, she's sitting right next to you. What's one thing you would always want Ore to know? Even when you cannot tell her, you always want her to know. Will I give you water to swallow that one?
Chilled one. My God, this is very. So
you don't need to tell us. You need to tell her. So you need to start it with Ore. I want you to know that exactly. So I'm not.
Thank you
You're
very
not.
much.
What's that?
You're not telling us. You're telling. You're telling.
Okay.
Alright. So to make it, please maintain eye contact. To make it more memorable, you know, this is like the end of the year, yeah. So you need to like what you want. First of all, what you would always want Ore to know. Second of all, what you want her to know about how she has made you feel or what she has done for you this year that you may not necessarily have told her before. So make it all encompassing. Just. Oh yeah, you're hiding your face.
Okay, I got that.
So I want you to know that nothing in this life actually can change how I feel about you as my best friend. I want you to know that I love you very much. I want you to know that nobody, like there's nothing under the sun that can, tarnish who you are or who I see you to be. And I also want to say thank you for this year, most especially because
what a work.
Because like it's not every time you get to have like people that think about you like this. So I think one thing that strengthened my bond with her was like this year, knowing that she flew all the way. She took like 2 days on the air.
Yes,
risked her life just to be
hours
with
on
me.
the plane.
Spent hours just so that because she couldn't make it in time earlier this year. So just wanting to come back to spend time to let me know that I'm not alone, and so it really meant a lot. Honestly, still does, and it will always mean a lot. So I think that was one thing that just proves to me that even if she doesn't say it, I know, because like I mean she has other friends. She could have done it for them, but she did it for me and then saw them in person. Like, I'm sorry, they're going to obviously hear this podcast, but I have to twist my horn. I'm sorry. I just have to.
You guys should be treated for the right reasons.
Yeah, I have to. So thank you very much for sticking with me. I've not been the easiest person.
Tell me about it.
I've not been the easiest person, and I know that it's not easy being friends with me because I know I'm a handful. I know I can be very somehow sometimes, but knowing that
she never acknowledges it. Sorry, let me celebrate.
But knowing that she's still ready to do friendship with me and ready to still do life with me is like, I just know that I'm not that bad after all. I'm not as tough and as difficult as I think I am.
Okay.
So thank you. And I think we've said this before, but no man can actually, like, we can't have issues over a man and stuff like that. Now I think we've had that in the past, and we have laid down like grand rules and we've stuck to it ever since. Yeah, so we've actually stuck to it ever since. So now, like, if something like that comes up again, we know how to handle it now because we're more mature, we're older, so just like we know how to say or I want you to know that even if I don't say it, even when we have conflicts, in the deepest of conflicts, I would not want to stop being your best friend. I would not want to stop talking to you.
Stop looking at me.
I want to always have you, by my side, and I've told you that your children must not know that we're not related.
Apparently, we look alike.
So your children must grow up to believe that we're sisters. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was really
Thank
much.
you.
Ilami.
When you say that you love me, what came to my head?
What?
I think there's one video on Instagram. I love you from my heart. I love you from my brain.
I've not seen it.
Sorry.
My turn?
Yeah, your turn.
No. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know where to start. But
Can you look at me?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But anyway.
They not say look at the ceiling.
Okay. Where do I start from? Okay. I'll look at you.
You see anything for her hand?
I mean, I carry bottle.
I don't know.
Sharon, thank God you mentioned it. You've been a handful, and I mean, I still love you for that, because that the drama in my life. She really is the drama in my life. But anyways, I just wanted you to know that I may not say it all the time. I might not act like it all the time, but I do love you very much, and I appreciate everything that you do for me. I'm not going to cry. What am I doing? I'm gonna come out.
I'm already shaking, but I was like, let me not wait.
Hard girl, no.
This is a safe space. Nobody's going to see you crying. I can't even see it. I'm not looking at you. I can't even see it.
But anyways, I wanted you to know that I do love you very much, and I appreciate everything you do for me. I'll take it for granted. I know sometimes you may feel like, is this girl all in? I am all in. If I'm not, just like I told you before, I've been out the door a long time ago. So yeah, I'll be by your side. I'll have your back. Trust me, I have your back in times you don't know I should be giving me wahala and trouble.
Bad eyes. Like
I have your back in times where you will know nothing about it. It's not your business. But anyways, yeah, I'll always have your back, and I'll always be there for you as much as I can, and as much as God will help me to be. But I'm glad I got to do this year.
Honestly,
I don't think there would have been like a more perfect
better time
to come, because why not this year?
Exactly.
So yeah, that's all I have to say to you.
Yeah. So another thing I wanted to add, I just remembered how present she was. This year. She has been present other years, but when you can see someone physically, but you can feel them. Like Ore walked this year with me, literally from the 1st of January till like 30th of December. Ore walked this year with me. Then with the whole breakdown and the loss and everything, Ore was there like every single day, every day. There were times where I didn't want to talk to anybody, and I think for me to get to the point where I don't want to talk to anybody, including her, must have been bad. And knowing that she was still very much present, and I think another thing. So yesterday I was feeling very, I was feeling some type of way, and it's the way she already knows how I'm feeling, and she gives me space to just feel.
Yeah, take it all in.
And before coming in, ask, and are you okay, and stuff like that. So like she said, I'm happy that she got to do this this year, because when would have been a better time? My birthday would not have even been a better time, to be honest. So spending the best time of the year together, still is, and will always be it's like my best.
I can see who is the bigger person now.
Now you know.
No, I'm convinced. I'm convinced. I'm convinced.
I don't think I've loved anybody that is not family like this before. And I always liken our friendship to David and Jonathan a lot, because I don't know, there's just this way I feel about her. And my mom used to ask me this question: what exactly is it about this girl? What did she do?
I put
kidney or soup.
What do you,
Or what do you put in your stew?
what do you
I don't kiss.
So like to just be like to feel this way about someone that is not in any way related to you, but like she's a kinsman to me now. Honestly, this is my wing woman. She's the cook to my Fanta. She's what else? What else call you again? She's a lot of things. She's a lot of things, and I'm happy that I'm very expressive, so I get to tell her all the time.
Yeah, that's another thing where I said we're opposite.
I get to tell her all the time.
She's very expressive.
So sometimes she feels like she's not doing enough too sometimes, but other times I would say that what I can do for 12 of course there are times where it would be nice to also hear it from her, and I'm happy that she's picking up.
She's picking up.
Yeah,
you're alright.
You're picking up.
So yeah, there was something you said. You said Ore work to show this year, and I can see how well you've done that. You go, if you work with me next year.
No. You have to start building depression from now. Maybe in like 5 years.
So should I send them an application for working?
Yeah.
Send it.
So.
But yeah, sorry. I wanted to also add something. I'm glad that I liked hearing that you felt that way, because this year it just felt like, what can I do? I can't do anything.
Like she felt like there was little or nothing she could do because she wasn't here.
Okay.
And it was even when she came back that I heard that she wanted to come. That period, and I was like,
I considered coming, like, maybe not like the burial period, but like her birthday at very least, right? Around that period, I was like,
but it
was going to be tight.
How better could someone be? Like, how would you think? Like, I didn't even ask, and in all honesty, I wasn't expecting her.
Yeah.
Because I had already accepted my fate that when we see you.
When she comes, that we'll see when you come.
Yeah, so it had always been like the next time we'd see would have been me, going to surprise her, like probably when I'm going for like school or stuff, and then just pop up at the door, hi, I'm here, that kind of thing. So I didn't even know this whole trip was a surprise. To me, she had booked 2 months after she had booked. So it wasn't even that she booked, she told me. So yeah, it taken like a while, and then she just said, oh. And she didn't even tell me directly. She was just going through the corners at first until she eventually said it. So it was just very,
nice.
lovely to know that someone, thought of me, thought that I was worth the time, worth the energy, worth the risk, and worth her money. Yeah.
So, I'll tell you something. There's something that I want you to know. He's not going to say it. So I'm going to tell her. I'm going to tell you. She's not going to be the one to tell you. And there's something Sharon wants you to know. She's not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you.
No, I don't read mine.
The beauty of this is that Ore doesn't even know what I want to tell you.
I don't.
And
I don't even know.
So Ore wants you to know that she's very proud of you. And she knows that next year is actually a very big year for you, because you have, I won't say a lot of weight on your shoulders, but it's your career. So something you've been doing for the better part of your life, and she wants you to know that she's rooting for you. She knows how busy it could get, how strenuous it could get, and she wants you to know that she's ready to hold your hand at every step of the way, like she has always done. So I think that's part of the
emotional.
that's part of the. I think that's part of the reason why this was the perfect time to come, because she wants to see you before you head for law school. She wants to hold your hand and let you know that you can do this. That's why I'm on this app. This is what I'm here for. Consistency. So she wants you to know that she's rooting for you big time. And who knows, just the way she's here for you, the way, you could just pop in when you're swearing, when you're coughing.
Oh my God.
Maybe. Exactly, you never know.
Now it's crazy, I'm telling you. So crazy.
You don't make this guy go cry for where long he can be.
Are you sorry? They should
No,
just talk.
no, not ask her.
Are you really? Do
You really want to? You don't want to be called to bar. You want to be called to. You want to be called to.
Why you just dey cry?
So that's what she really wants you to know. So
I'm happy these people can see me.
So alright. There's something Sharon also wants you to know. And maybe she may have been telling you through, her actions. I think Sharon is more of an action person than a word person. So she will literally.
You're more.
You see?
But I think there are some certain type of Sharon actions that cannot really be put into words.
This is one of these why I love this now. But let's continue.
So there's something she wants you to know, right? And I think it's something she wants you to know every day. It's not just a one-time thing. It's like an everyday thing. So Sharon always wants you to know that she doesn't just have your back, but she's standing right next to you at every point in time. It's a new year, new expectations and all. I don't know if you guys have had that discussion about your own expectations for the year, but I think you already know what's on her itinerary already, what lies ahead of her. And I know Sharon also knows the things that lie ahead of you, not just career-wise, but in every sphere of your life. And I think she wants you to know that you're still that woman, right? She knows that.
And don't come carry us for 40 years.
She knows that. She wants you to know that it's not like you're becoming less amazing as the year goes by. You're the woman. Like, she loves the woman you're becoming, your intentionality, the energy you put into things, and all. So you'll be asking yourself, how do I know all these things? Sharon talks about you a lot. She talks about you a lot, and she has, in secondary school, say, person get high hopes for you. She has not just high hopes, I would say high ambitions. I would say she has high ambitions for you, right? And trust me, this girl, no matter the path you're walking, the girl is rooting for you. Even when she can't see you, even if she can't reach you, even when bad as it bad, you guys don't talk, which I don't think is likely, she always wants you to know that she loves you and she wishes you the best at every point in time.
You love me? Yeah.
So there you go, guys. I think you will walk me. No, Ore will walk me 2024.
Yeah, we'll go walk me.
You will walk me 2025. We'll do shifts. So I want to see who is the better walker.
I don't like this one.
Which person walk me?
So there you go, guys. Hope it was actually a very emotional one for me because like Sharon said, it's good you can't see two of them right now because you would have been using tissue to clean your food. But it's cool. It's cool. So call your friends today. Call people that has really worked through this year, and just let them know how much you really appreciate them. Until then, bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay, I thought you guys say bye.